Let's unlock the profits right here, right? I love to generate AI music when I go on stages on, these things. Okay, my name is Sibbe, and I'm gonna try to show you how we can work with AI agents to save time. Can I get a hand raise? How many people here want more time? Okay, some people don't raise your hand. Okay, good for you. Okay, I'm here to first give you the permission to fail. Because if you don't have the permission to fail in yourself or from your boss or wherever you work, we're not going to succeed. That's important because we need to fail more. We need to try more with AI. We can do it in small pilot projects or we can do it overall. Yeah. And I want to get you to feel like, why didn't I build this sooner? Why didn't I do this earlier? Because there was so much time that we could have saved. And in Stockholm, when we did this presentation, I had a workshop. It was 25 minutes to show people how they can build it. And I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to show you what you can do with AI agents. And in the end of my presentation, I will give you the bonus so that you can get the webinar, so you can check on it when you come home to your computer, and you can build the agent yourself. I hope that sounds good. Okay. So we had a couple of comments. I think there are like 1,000 people that have watched this video right now, starting to build their own AI agents, and I'm so happy about that. So what I'm going to say is that during all this internet era, we had information. We streamed information to ourselves. That was step number one. Step number two was when social media arrived. We started streaming inspiration, what do you eat today, or how do you train, or what do you do with your family? That's what we did with internet and social media. Then when speed started to raise, then we could watch video content, YouTube, and now every TV channel is pretty much online, and you can watch it whenever you want to. On my time, I had a recorder box. I needed to press record on the channel, and then I could watch it. That was luxury then. But now, in the AI era, we are talking about that we can stream intelligence. Stream intelligence to you from an LLM, from an AI model. Because it has so much data that we can get, just that we did in the beginning with information. But we don't need to collect and summarize the information. AI can do that for you if you know how you should ask for it. So that's the most important part, asking the right questions. That's important. And I'm going to give you a bonus on that as well. In the next era, because technology won't stop here, it has developed every year and every decade, right? So next step, I believe, is it's going to give initiatives to you in your email or on your phone or wherever you want it, like in WhatsApp, right? So it can analyze all the data in the customer journey or for yourself, like all your emails. And it can give you insights. Okay, you should answer these 3 emails today. They are the most important emails to make your goal work or make you more money or whatever your goal is, right? So that's the next part that we're going into next. And also, I'm going to show you and talk about, I don't know if you have those, but on websites, there was chatbots, and they were, not that good, right? Could look something like this. This was on the phone. You can ask a question, and mostly the responses was like a template. If you ask some question around this is the answer you would get. Then we talked about assistants. An assistant is, you give it an instruction, not a goal, not like that. So you give it an instruction. And most people who use like ChatGPT or similar AI models today gives pretty much the same instructions that we would to Google. Like, okay, who was this company, or what did this company do? Or for me in Sweden, maybe who was king in the 1600s in Sweden? We say the same question to Google that we are doing to AI, and I think that's wrong. because AI can do so many more things. So after assistants, I'm talking a lot about agents. And I want to speak a little bit about what's the difference between assistant and an agent, because that's important to understand. So an assistant, for me personally, is like a secretary or something similar. I have a mission, I have something I need to get done here, and I take that document, for example, and I go to someone and say, hey, can you help me to summarize this document and give it back to me so I can read it? That's an assistant for me. And I can do that with an AI. I can say, okay, I want it to be analyzed like this. I want the output to be like this. I have a template that I want you to follow. It should be like these sections, and I want bullet points, and I want sources. Whatever you want, you can ask it in the question. So that, for me, is an assistant. And if you have tried, for example, Copilot agents, or if you have tried to build, for example, a custom GPT, if you have a licensed version of ChatGPT, this is something we have been able to do for a long time now. And I think maybe that's what you have built, right? Nice. And for 2 years ago, pretty much, I started building these assistants. And I had a goal in myself that I'm going to fail so much that I'm going to learn all the things that the assistants can't do. Because when I know what the assistants can't do, then I know exactly what I should do with my time and what I should tell my colleagues to develop, which kind of skills, because that's important. We shouldn't do the same things as AI are going to do for us. We need to find new things to develop as people, as humans, and as businesses. One thing that we can try now is something that's called Operator. And I just did an easy test. I asked it, book a room in Amsterdam between 4th and 5th June, 2 people, with a view. And this is an computer use agents. How many know about what the computer use agents is? The one who follow me on LinkedIn. Nice, and you should all follow me on LinkedIn now, okay. But what this does is that it goes into my computer, uses my computer as I would do with my web browser, and it can search the internet for whatever I want. And with this particular operator, it goes to Booking, because this is SEO, just as if you would Google. Which is the highest possible result that can give you the value that I'm asking the agent? So it goes to Booking, try to find something that's available during these dates, and it will go into the website and it will click, it will filter 100% automatically. I don't need to do anything. I don't even need to sit there and watch. When it finds something, or if they need my input, I will get a notification saying, hey, I didn't find any available rooms, or I found this one, is that okay? Can you confirm this booking? And if I'm logged in, which I can be, it can also complete the purchase. I'm just going to hit confirm, and it will know who I am, I'm logged into my account, and everything will be done automatically. I'm going to show you, because it actually didn't find an available room at Booking, so it actually went to hotels next. And it found a hotel in Amsterdam that was available between 4th and 5th of June with a view. And then in the last, and you can see it's in Sweden, and maybe some of you know Swedish if you can read, but it actually found a room, it says how much money it is, and I can just hit the confirm button, and it will continue the booking for me. So that's how a computer use agents works. And I can run hundreds of these prompts simultaneously. So if I have things that I do in my processes every day, every month, every week, I can just hit the buttons and they can do the work for me. And everything you can do with your computer, these agents can do for you. So I think in the future, we need to think about, are we as humans actually going to use computers? Or are we going to let our agents use the computers for us? I know that this is tough thoughts, but I think it's the future. But what can an AI agent do for you? Because it's so much things, right? But for me, save time is the most important part right now. Because if we are going to find new ways forward for our businesses and ourselves, we need to find more time to be able to fail, to try more, to experiment with things. We can't do that if we don't have time. And that's what most people are telling me every day. Oh, I want to go do this, I want to try this, I want to build an assistant, but I don't have time. And maybe someone have time, but they want to look at Netflix or scroll on TikTok instead. So maybe you have time, but it's about you, what you decide to do with it. Okay, we can also earn more money or earn more whatever you want and become more efficient. And I would say that these three goes into each other pretty much. But when I talk about what I could do with all these agents, with assistants, I could become 8 times more efficient than I was before. And now I'm running 5 companies, and I can spend time with my wife traveling and have time over for my kids. That wasn't able if I didn't have that efficiency in my life together with AI. And I think that's a positive thing. Less time using computers, more time spent with people. As we said in the last talk on stage as well, we need to get more time with people, and I think that's going to be more valuable as well. We are already talking about companies that are going to sell time that you can book and walk outside with me. So I can book a time, we walk outside, we talk for 2 hours, and I pay you to do that. There's going to be companies doing that. And if you're a hotel, maybe that's a service you can offer as well for your guests. Guest walker, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit about what we need to build this, because this is important if you're going to do it watching the video later on. So it's 3 ingredients, and the first one is system prompt. Everyone knows what a prompt is, right? Yeah. How many knows what a system prompt is? Yeah, Philip raising, some people hands up. Yeah, nice. So a prompt is like the instruction that you gave to the assistant. Like all the things that you write in the information box before you hit enter. But what a system prompt is for me is more like a program that you send to a computer or a machine. So it can be something that you are developing together with your team, and you're making sure that all commands and all instructions are there, what it should do, what it doesn't should do, and everything. So it's more like something that we are coding these system prompts, but we are doing it with our natural language. You can speak in Swedish, English, whatever you're talking, right? And an example of that is this. See if we can get this video to start. Maybe not. Do we have a possibility to start it manually? I think I forgot. Maybe not. No. Yeah. Here you can see. So it's not just a little prompt that you're asking. So it's an instruction. This is a command that you're sending to the agent. And this can be different. Okay, if I give you this, then the system prompt are asking and saying, this is what I should do. If I get this document or this command, then I should do another thing. All of that is in the system prompt. And what I'm going to give you as well is I'm going to give you access to my system prompt generator so that you can give it like, okay, I want to do something like this, and it will give you an example system prompt for you. And don't use it 100%, but use it as a template, like a starting point, to build your own agent. That's what I want you to do with this generator. So that's ingredients number 1. Number 2 is, important as always, data. We pretty much can't do anything without the right data. And it's the same with agents. So data could be easy as an Excel document. You can upload it, an Excel, or you can open a door like an API, and you can make sure that the agent gets the updated Excel document for your sales data or whatever you have every day or every hour or every minute, how often you want the agent to run. That is 100% up to you. Or you can have like website data, CRM data, whatever you open doors to. That's 100% up to you. Could be documents as well. You can connect it to a Google Drive, OneDrive, or if you have another company document drive that you have access to. And make sure, all again, that you have access and are approved to use the documents to these AI tools. But I will also say that if you're a business, you can do and run these agents on your business servers or in the cloud where you have your Office 365, for example. You can run agents in the same place on the same servers. Or you can also run them locally on your laptop. As I did, I used my agent on my flight here. So I don't even need an internet connection to use mine. And we can use SharePoint, or we can use, for example, social media data to work with the agents. For example, I can send an agent to look for comments. When people are commenting on my social media posts, it could analyze it, and it can analyze if it's like a positive or negative comment. And depending on what it is, it can give you different actions. So it can send me a message on WhatsApp saying, okay, we have a negative comment coming in on this video post. Would you like to respond to it? And I can give the response to agent, and the agent will respond in the social media platform for me. Or I can just do it 100% automatically if I want to. So that's data. We need to connect data to the agent as well. Number 3, tools. If you think about, we have a toolbox here, and we have different tools that we need to use for different occasions. And we need to give those tools to the agent as well, to be able to get access to different things and do different things for you. Sorry. It's also called function calling. So this is something that you can work with, for example, ChatGPT, for example. If you're working with those APIs, they have function calling as a part of their API. So you can send functions to a system that can do something for you. And different tools could be your email. It could be something like your calendar. It can be also access, of course, to the internet. So you can say, I want you to be able to search on the internet, if that's something that's okay for you and your agent and your business. And then, as I said, we can also give access to our computers. And I think this is the most scary part for most people. Like, how should I be able to trust an agent using my computer to do things for me? That's going to be a big thought that we need to think about. Is this something that I would accept or not? It's up to you. What would you do? And of course, as I said, it can also be handling your social media accounts. And this could be also connected to like brand guidelines, everything your business stands for, tone, everything. So it can answer pretty much the same way as your people or you would do. And I've tried this a lot. I'm going to show you an example later on that saves me a lot of hours every week. Okay, so I'm going to show you now, before we end, a little bit about my agent and my agents and how I work with them to save time. And my first agent is actually my beautiful wife. She helps me, she's here with us today, and saves us a lot of time. But we're going to talk about AI agents today. How can we use AI agents in our businesses? As an example, I use a tool called make.com. And also, once again, I see that some people write down. I will also send you all my slides, so you will get all of this information as well. But make.com is a tool where you can build like a drag and drop building tool to build automations and build agents. And in this process, for example, this is a webhook. This is I send something. It could be I send a WhatsApp message, and then the agent will start working. It could be a Slack message. It could be an email. It could be just an update in an Excel file. An update in the Excel, the agent starts working and sends something back. So that's the process. And the agent has access to the system prompt and to all the tools in my toolbox. So that's the process. I'm going to show you as well. This is a tool called N8N. It has gotten a lot of views recently. It has been really popular. And just to show you again, this is some kind of input. It could be pretty much whatever type of input. It goes to the agent, and the agent has the system prompt and the tools. And you can pretty much add 1, 2 tools, or you can give it hundreds of tools. And depending on the system prompt, it will go down and talk with the different tools that it needs for each use case. So you don't need to build the automation similar each time, because the agent understands what should I do today, right? Sorry. Okay, and then it can go back and it can send something back to you. It could be like a Slack message or something. Sorry. Okay, next agent. We have more agents. And I'm just going to show you different things that you can do. I like to do these kind of agents. LinkedIn comment agent. Do we have anyone here putting a lot of time answering comments on LinkedIn? So I'm going to show you like how we can do it with this. So you can see it can go to my LinkedIn profile. This is like the computer use I showed before. It can go to my LinkedIn profile. I'm logged in on my computer. So it can have access to this page. And as you can see, it can click and it can filter, it can search on my LinkedIn page. And this can be a booking page. This could be whatever. And then it can see, okay, I have 22 comments here. I want to see all the comments, so it will open up them. And you can see it's clicking on this, it's navigating, it's scrolling and extracting and looking for the view all again. And I told it to find unanswered comments, so it can answer the comments itself. And I gave it a goal, answer every comment with this link, because I'm sending links, you know, to like, okay, do you want to watch this webinar? Comment on my post, and I will send you the link. That's what I'm doing with this agent. So what I will want you to do in the future that we are going into now, because for me this is the biggest change we have ever been to as humans. And it's going to be transformative. But I want you to stay positive to change. That's going to be important. I want you to be prepared with knowledge. I want you to be ready to and have knowledge about the things that we need to have. How will this change us? What type of knowledge? Is it these books or these YouTube videos? Find someone to follow regarding what your own goals are. I also want you, because I think this is a big, important things in our society, that we want and need people to be more passionate about what they do with their time. That's important, not just money. So what I will give you is, you will give access to my system prompt generator as number 1, to start building your own system prompts. I will also give you access to the webinar video that was successful in Stockholm. This is a how-to video guide, so you can follow the process step by step and building your first agents. And as a bonus, I will also give you access to the whole AI module in our AI course, so you can understand even more about make.com, N8N, and see which will be the best way for you to start building your own agents. for your business, or it could also be for your personal part. How can you be more efficient with an agent? That's everything for me. Thank you very much. And if you want the slides, the links, scan the QR. And if you don't want to scan, you can also email me at sibbe@staybright.ai. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Sibbe. I think now you understand why I love this guy, because me not being especially tech-savvy, suddenly I understand. And also thanks to you having spoken about these agents and operator before, I and my colleagues, we were able to very successfully do a scenario planning going from search engine optimization to actually AI agent optimization. So thank you for sharing your thoughts, and thank you for being so generous. Thank you, Sibbe.
Of course. Thank you very much.